Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother, the governor of Ondo State, Olurotimi Akeredolu, is returning abroad to continue his treatment. So, what happened was there was a rumored statement that his deputy was about to impeach him, that the deputy was already creating an army, okay, creating people that would be loyal to him. Yes, and as a result, the wife, people loyal to the governor, had to hastily get him from, Germany or the country, if it's not Germany, where he was getting the treatment, hurriedly bring him to Nigeria. When he came to Nigeria, he was in Ibadan or your state. He did not step his foot in Ondo State. From there was administering administration. Yes, now the winds began to blow. There was insistence that the deputy governor must be impeached, that he was already looking for a way to take over from the governor. So these matters have been on. And yesterday we saw that the state has continuously now, there are people who are saying, is either the governor come to Ondo State and continue to be a governor and lead, or he resigns. But the situation is that his health has deteriorated. Let's get all the details. New report reveals Governor Lurotimi Akeredolu may return abroad for continuation of his medical treatment as the health deteriorates. Ondo State Chief Executive Officer Olurotimi Akeredolu may soon return abroad to continue his medical treatment, sources close to the governor has informed our correspondents. According to the report, associates of the governor and his family members who are worried about his health and inability to resume office since arriving in Nigeria last month are prevailing on him to return to Germany to complete his medical treatment. After 3 months of medical treatment abroad, the governor returned to Nigeria on September the 7th. But rather than going to Akure, Ondo State, the capital, where he has his office quarters, he had been staying in a private residence in Ibadan, Oyo State, and running the affairs of the governance from there. It was gathered that the governor's decision to stay in Ibadan was to allow him heal, as more pressure would be on him if he resumes work at the government house in Akure. A source has quoted the government house reporter as saying, the governor has not fully recovered when he returned to Nigeria in September. He was forced to return by those who felt his deputy, whom he handed over to, was making move to hijack the government. That was the major reason for his coming back, not because he was well or fit to work. Since his return, he has not resumed work in Ondo State, the house, but staying in Ibadan, where he's been looked after. From information gathered, those who love him are asking him to return abroad and be medically fit and prepared to carry on with governance. His associates hurried him home, giving him information that the deputy governor was about to take over, that he must come in and he must impeach the deputy governor or get him out. Since his return, that has been the new work that has been going on to try to get him off the governance, the deputy. However, it has not worked. With the governorship election around the corner, it remains to be seen if those surrounding the governor would allow him leave. He would not want to hand over to his deputy. He has a new one, and any further vacancy may create tension within and outside the governance. Olurotimi, first tenure, he had another deputy that worked with him, and himself and that deputy, they fought. Not physical fight or blow. They had a misunderstanding and he had to drop that one. Going for second tenure, Olurotimi Akeredolu now had this deputy, but his health has been failing and he had to travel abroad to look after himself. However, being there, if you know what they call gbeborun, people making a proko, people talking cho 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 cho, sir, the deputy governor is already collecting allies. He has taken over the governance. He's the one being seen as the governor, blah, 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 blah. And they quickly say, you must be discharged. Come back home. The governor, they rushed him home. But what the guy is going through, I don't want to mention the name for sake of his privacy. It's not something that you can hurriedly bring him home. No, you can't do that. However, they've brought him home and see what the case is now. See what is going on. The matter, because the adequate care he needs, the chemo and the rest, I don't think he's getting it as he should. And so there is problem. It's called fire on the mountain. And so they had to quickly now try to return him. But again, these same people don't want him to go. They say, election is coming. He can't go. He can't go. So this is what is happening now. Election is coming. He can't go. But his health is failing. So what do you want him to do? You want him to stay in Ondo State and, you send him home? They are trying now to do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that the deputy does not take over. They said the governor has a new deputy, but it doesn't work like that. You were elected with this deputy. In Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, most parts of the world, the position of a deputy governor or of the vice president, it needs to be properly, thoroughly investigated, looked upon, and we need to understand what is going on. Okay, we need to understand it. We cannot allow, the same thing over and over again. The deputy governor is like in the mercy, okay? In the mercy of, is like in the mercy of the governor. Anything happen, the governor can send him away. Anything happen, the governor can send him away. So these are some of the things that are going on. These are some of the things that are happening. So Nigerians are really asking themselves, and they are worried. If this is the country we call Nigeria, where, it becomes a family affair. Remember the other time, we had an audio of the wife now saying if Akete, probably that's the pet's name she calls him, dies, it's the deputy that will take over, blah, blah. The audio was out there, So these are some of the things that are going on. And every single person needs to pay attention. We need to understand what exactly is happening. So Nigeria today, as it were, every single individual have a part to play. We can't just leave ourselves in the hands of those who feel that they own the nation. And so we are subordinates. No, we can't allow that. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. From us, it's bye for now. Bye-bye.